Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone, 2024. So, I don't know. I guess it's been about a week since I last chimed in, or a couple of days, because I put my snippets on here when I was working out last Sunday. So I want you, just know I was trying to baby step myself back into working out again. Delish. So I'm just trying to enjoy my coffee time before I get started in this kitchen. So I got up, took a nice shower. I actually washed my hair with these braids, and it's still kind of wet. I just kind of like washed up in here because it was like really, really dandruffy, really dry scalp. So I just wanted to salvage them a little bit longer, my braids, just to get me through the holiday tomorrow and the little weekend or whatever. Because even though I'm going to have a Santa hat on tomorrow with my sweater, I'm still going to take it off at some point because I'm quite sure it's going to be hot in there. So, how's everybody's holiday going? How's everybody's Thanksgiving week has been going so far? My tradition, my glasses just fogged up. That's too funny because I'm not used to that. My tradition, I normally put my tree up the week of Thanksgiving. So I did that. I put my tree up, which was Monday, and then yesterday I went and got the certain decorations I wanted for it. I'm not done with it. I need to get more green decorations for it, and of course a tree topper, which is probably going to be a bowl or something. And most importantly, I have to get candy canes. So, but I did put my little tree up, y'all. It's a little cute little tree. I did put it up. And I forgot what color it was that I ordered, because I ordered it last year, but I never opened it because I knew we were moving, so I never opened it. So I knew it was a color tree, but I forgot what color it was. I normally do white trees, but when I was growing up, I grew up with real trees, which that's what I miss the most. But I love these colored trees. The real ones, the real trees, they're also doing now in color, but it's just like I want to get one so bad every year, but every time they put them out, it's usually like after tomorrow, like after Thanksgiving. They normally put them out, the color ones, and they be looking so sweet, y'all. Like for real, they just so super sweet. But I want to get some, artificial tree, a real one. But it's just like that breaks my tradition. I like this, like I said, the week of Thanksgiving, I put my tree up, like the week of it. I don't like to put it up after Thanksgiving. It's just been like that all my life, and that's just how I do things. But I really, really want to get a real Christmas tree that's colored because they just look so freaking sweet. But in the meantime, I'll do with this, and who knows, I might just change colors each year or something. So yeah, my scalp is dry. Excuse that, y'all. So okay, so that's where I'm at with that. So I haven't put up my Christmas decorations yet because I don't do that. I wait until after Thanksgiving is over. So probably Friday, the day after, I'll be taking all this down and then putting up my Christmas stuff. I also have a little Thanksgiving little stuff from the restroom as well. Toilet top. Then I have little doodads on the walls, little gather with grateful hearts, stuff like that. So, anywho, then after this, I'll be taking all this down, packing all this up, and then I'm putting up all my Christmas stuff for the remainder of this year. So, trying to think, do I want to sit down? Yeah, I'll sit down for a minute. Let me sit on this couch right quick. So, let me just recap, y'all, everything that's been going on. So, I'm trying to get some light in here, too, by the way. So, oh, shoot, now I need something to lean my phone up against. I'll use this candle holder. I haven't even lit my candle yet. Okay. So first things first, what is everybody burning this weekend? Like, what is everybody gonna be cooking? You know, traditional stuff, or y'all gonna mix it up? Or me, I'm a traditional person. I might add to it, I might take away, I might just flip it around. But for me, I am traditional. I just love my traditional things, and that's just what I do. Christmas, on the other hand, I do change my meats up a little bit. Like normally, like Thanksgiving, I do the turkey breast, which what I'm doing, and then I do a ham. Christmas, because I do love ham, I do the ham, and I might do a different type of meat. Last year, last year I didn't cook. I brought a ham last year for Christmas because we were at the we didn't have a place at that time. So this year though, normally, like I said, I'll change it up with a different type of meat. I won't do the breast, so I'll just switch it up. But I always do the ham no matter what. So with that being said, basically today I'm gonna make my sides, and then tomorrow morning I'll get up and I'll make my dressing. I'll put the breast on, and I'll put my ham on, and then the rolls. So for today I'm gonna make just like my greens, my yams, my macaroni and cheese, and I'm doing chitlins. So I'm gonna do them first actually, because chitlins, even though they don't take long to cook, they take long to clean. So I put on rubber gloves. I learned the technique over the years. I put on rubber gloves so my hands won't smell like that smell for days. I put on the rubber gloves and I sit at the table and I take my time and I clean them. So I clean them, wash them really good, clean them. So it just take a long time to clean the chitlins. So that's what I'll be doing. So I'm gonna do them first, and then I'll put them in my crock pot, which that kind of dims down the smell. So actually did pretty good, because some people didn't even know I was making chitlins last year, and today came in and was like, after a while they didn't really know I was smelling. They really couldn't smell it. So the crock pot helps. It helps dim down the smell a lot when you're making chitlins. So I learned that too. So I cook them in my crock pot. So other than that, like I said, chitlins don't take long to cook. It just take long to clean them. So that's my whole dilemma. So I'm doing them first, actually, after I drink my coffee, catch up, chime in with you guys, and then just eat me some cereal or something. Then I'll put me on something to watch and sit at this table, put my gloves on, and start cleaning these chitlins. So anyway, and yes, I eat chitlins. What else? It was some things. Okay. So my background finally came back with both the jobs. I seen one today for the other job as assistant manager, and I seen the other one just for a front end, a little cashier position. So that one came back first, which that's the one I wanted, because they're paying actually a little bit more than the other places. Other place is paying. So they already sent me the welcome letter and all of that. So I'm supposed to start there on December the 2nd. What's that, like next week or sometime next week, I think. Is it? I don't know. But yeah, I'm supposed to start there on December 2nd, I guess, for my orientation or whatever. So that they inform me via email that they'll be in touch and all that. You know how that goes. They'll be in touch with the orientation dates and all of that. If anything changes, they'll let me know. But they gave me my start date as December 2nd. Both these positions is part-time anyway. So with that being said, I can't file for my unemployment until the 30th of November as well. So I will be on that. So December the 1st, I will be able to file, or the 30th, or whatever day it is, I'll be on it to file. So I'll be doing that as well, making sure I'm staying on top of that, because I did get a text message from the assistant manager from my prior job that I was let go from, and she asked me, did I file my unemployment? And she's like, we've been looking out for your letter. We haven't received it yet. I said, oh, so I informed them. I said, well, I can't file until November 30th. She said, okay, so don't forget, because she's saying they'll approve it if I file for it. So I'm praying that even though they'll approve it, I'm still want everything to go accordingly. So yeah, I'm going to definitely be on that, because that'll help me really kind of stay afloat for a minute. It'll help me kind of get my, not get back on my feet. Well, actually, because I know how I move, how I can do things. So it'll help me. It'll help me out a lot to get that, and then working part time, because you can get unemployment and work like part time. A certain amount of hours you allowed to work and receive it. So I don't want to mess that up by any means. So I do know it's an hour time frame. Like I said, I'll be part time anyway, so that's kind of a stickler for me. But if I'm blessed to get get that as well, then I'll make it. It'll balance itself out. Is what I'm saying. So anyway, I do have some disturbing news though. So I my son sent us a link in our group chat. We used to stay, in this area, and we used to stay actually in this on the same street. So mind you, remember, we stayed there first, and we moved out, and my son stayed there, and my son moved out. So I'm so glad that my son is gone from over there, because there was always something going on over there. Now, don't get me wrong, where we were, the block was decent. The block was decent. It was just that area wasn't, it's not like what it used to be back in the day. It was just too wild over there. Like, we was off the corner, kind of. We was the second house off the corner. It was that all those businesses right there. It was a eating place right there. You had businesses up there. You had the liquor store. It was just always something going on up there, period, in that whole little area. So now we got a link sent from H2B's best friend. Sent us a link and was like, this was next door to where y'all used to stay at. Like, y'all neighbor got killed. We like, what? So we watched the link, and come to find out, it was right next door. It was because we were the second house off the corner, so there was a young lady who stayed next door to us. And she was there prior when we first moved in there. She was staying there. Now, mind you, this young lady, it's just so sad what happened. But mind you, this young lady, she didn't bother nobody. She minded her own business. Now, she partied a lot, and she partied a lot. She was loud, and she had a lot of company. But mind you, they never bothered nobody. They never, was all on people. It was nothing like that. I said she minded her business, and she didn't bother anybody. But she was loud, and she partied a lot, and she always had a lot of company. And for me, who was working a 9 to 5 and 7, and I used to be like, okay, damn, they getting it in over there. But she always had a lot of company. So I really didn't know. I knew it was her place, but I didn't know who stayed there, who didn't stay there. I mean, she always had a lot of company, and she always partied. Like, I guess I'm trying to think. I don't even think I partied like that when I was young like that. I just didn't. Even before kids came before I decided to become a mother, I didn't party like that. I just never was that partying type of girl. She partied, and she had a lot of company, and she was very loud. But like I said, we didn't speak. Actually, it was no animosity. Some of your neighbors you just don't speak to. It's no big deal. Nobody over there really spoke for real. I think the people down the street spoke more than via her, or either people on the other side of me was an older elderly lady, and I think she had like passed away or something. So the other house on the other side of us was empty. So, but it's unfortunate because she was killed, and she was in her 30s, and it was a murder-suicide. And it happened in broad daylight, and from what I was told, it happened right in front of her house. Domestic violence. Ladies, men, partners. It's ridiculous. You can't even break up with nobody anymore. I mean, God forbid. So it was on the news, and from what I read and what I watched on the news, the link, because it was a man talking, and they showed the house and everything, and I was like, oh my God, that's old girl. So my heart just dropped, y'all. So she was with some guy. He apparently had just came home from jail. This is what the news is saying. Now, mind you, H2B and my son is trying to get me to remember this guy. I just don't remember what dude looked like. I'm not trying to be funny, but I just don't remember what he looked like. Because it was another gentleman that she was messing around with that she got into it with one night. And I guess he tried to bring her some flowers. She took the flowers, threw them all outside. I mean, it was really funny. It wasn't funny, but it was funny because she was clowning and she was going off on him. And she was telling him to leave, and he was like, I ain't going nowhere, this, that, and third. And she was like, leave me alone, and all that. So it was a few little cats that she probably was dating here and there before, I guess, her main dude must have came home. I'm not knocking it. I've been single too, but it's just the point. So I'm just saying, I didn't know who the guy was that actually was her dude. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shit, your man locked up, you not, he is, you not. So it is what it is. So apparently this guy, obviously was staying with her. They was living together, doing the damn thing, whatever. I just don't remember what the man looked like. If I was to ever see him again, which in this case I won't, I mean, I just wouldn't know, dude. But her, I would know. The only time I really said something to her where we had an actual conversation was when her dog, because she has a cute little, she had a pit bull, and the pit bull, she kept getting out, and she was coming over to our yard. And first I was scared to approach the dog, but I seen she was kind of friendly, and so I would like wing her with some food or something. I would take her back over there. So when I went over there to tell her her dog was getting out, she wasn't there. So then she pulled up, and then I went back over there and was like, hey, your dog know how to get out. She been getting out, and I, showed her, like, I watched her get out, blah, blah, blah. So she was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. I'm so glad that, nobody else, they could have, she was just saying thank you so much because they could have, a pit bull roaming loose in the neighborhood is not a good thing at all, especially a pit. And I said, I don't want nothing to happen to your dog. I said, so when she kept coming over to our yard, I was taking her and putting her back over in your yard. I hope in your mind. She was like, no, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm so glad that, that she came over to your house and not nobody else, because they could have took her or harmed her or anything. So that was the only time her and I even had a conversation or even an interaction. That was it. Like I said, she minded her business. I minded mine. But unfortunately, she has been killed. And I really been thinking about that. Like, that's been heavy on my heart, and I really been praying for her family, because it's two lives lost. It's two families that's devastated now. So she was running out the house. This is what the news is saying. This is what the witnesses were saying that happened. And it happened at 1:30 in the afternoon, so it's broad daylight like it is now. She running out the house. Some domestic violence. They getting into it. She ran out the house. He running behind her. He shoots her. I don't know where she was shot. I don't know how many times she was shot. I just know, unfortunately, this young lady's life is gone. And then he kills himself. Oh, I mean, all this happened the same day. It's not like he fled. It's not like he ran. He killed himself right then and there. I don't know if he went in the house and did it. I don't know anything. I don't know if it was, this is what the media, the news was saying. This is what witnesses were saying, that she had ran out the house and he shot her. And then he shot himself. So my heart is just heavy, because I'm just like, she was a young lady. She kept herself up. She just partied, and I didn't even know really how old she was, but she was in her early 30s. I think she had a kid. It might have been, I think she had a kid or two. H2B said she had 2 kids. It was, kids used to be over there too a lot, because said she had a lot of company. So I didn't even know she really had kids for real, but he said she had kids. So it's just unfortunate. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This domestic violence is out of control. Just leave somebody the fuck alone. Like, we not finna keep having this toxic relationship, bro. Like, just leave me alone. Like, I just can't think what was going through her mind. They getting into it. Obviously, he hitting on her or something for her to just run out her own house. That's her shit. but you to run out your own house. And why are you to pull a gun and chase her, or pull a gun and be shooting at her? Oh my God, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these men? It's not just men, it's women. You know, it don't matter what your gender is. It's just, this is just ridiculous. Y'all pulling guns, y'all trying to kill people. Y'all, it's been weighing on me. Because it's sad, because for 2 years I knew this woman. She was my neighbor for 2 years, because when I moved away, I moved there, it was during the pandemic. It was 2020 when I moved there. When we moved out, it was 2022, and my son stayed. He didn't move with us. We moved out, and my son stayed and took over the lease. And he stayed there, and my son just moved out a couple of months ago. And I'm so thankful, because I really wanted him to get from over there. Because I couldn't deal with it when we was over there. It was just always something going on. Every night you hear shootings, you hear, all of that. We was just over there on the 4th of July popping fireworks. And she came outside. The whole block was outside, because it was just me. It was us popping off, and there was some other guys right here on the corner popping off as well. So everybody, the whole block was out. Everybody popping fireworks. Everybody come outside to watch people pop fireworks. So it's the 4th of July. We all over there popping off. We barbecuing and everything. So we had a good time that night. And that was the last time I seen her. I mean, because I don't live there anymore. But I just went over there to pop my fireworks off, like I normally was doing. So, but I did see her that day, and they was all on the porch watching, and then he was like, let us move our car. We're going to move our cars out the way, because we was in the streets popping fireworks, and we was asking everybody, could they move their cars? So they started moving. They want no beef, no problem. Okay, y'all okay? We going to move our cars. So everybody move their cars, park them and stuff, and move their cars out the way. Everybody was popping off. And it's just unfortunate and sad. I had no ideas. And he probably was out there. I don't even know how long the man been over there. I don't know anything about this brother. I just don't remember him at all. But my son say the guy used to speak to him. My fiance, which is H2B, he said when he was going over there and moving our stuff out, that the guy used to be looking at him and stuff, and like a nod, or something. And then he said when he started pulling up with me over there, going to get our stuff out, he said the guy attitude changed. But he said the guy, they even had a brief conversation. I just don't know who this man is, y'all. I just never seen him. However, the situation is sad. It's unfortunate and sad. And me and him talking, we talk about shit like that. I'm like, look, if you want to leave, you don't have to worry about me. I'm not gonna do nothing to you. And just to send me the same credit. I mean, you can't even break up with nobody. You can't even leave nobody alone. You don't even have to be in a relationship with somebody. Just a person should be able to leave a marriage, relationship, or whatever it is. Friends with benefits. A person should be able to cut it off. But and it is what it is. You should go your way, and I should go my way, and no hard feelings. Even if we break up on a bitter note, I will never harm you. I will never stalk you. I will never, tear up your things. I wouldn't do anything like that. That is something you would not have to worry about, because I have a lot of shit I don't want to lose either. So I don't want my shit tore up. So I'm not gonna do that. So that's been my weekend. When I saw that link, that just dampened my spirit, because I just was like, man. So I've really been listening to my church sermons. I've been listening to Sunday school last night with Prophet Brian Corn. Then I put my tree up just to get my spirits up. It's just like, this just messed up. It's messed up. And here we are finna celebrate the holidays, and there's so many people grieving, because grief just don't take a day off. Grief don't take a holiday. Grief don't take a season off. Grief just do not take a day off. Tragedy and grief, it just don't take a day off. I wish it did. I wish it was a time of the year when grief come, like once a year, how the holidays roll in. We know grief coming, so everybody can prepare for that shit. But grief Unfortunately, do not take a day off, or just tragedy. Just don't take a day off. So God bless their family. I did say a prayer for their family. I say a prayer for anybody that's grieving, going through some things and grieving. Our situations are so far and few when somebody's dealing with something like that, and it's just like a double triple sadness because it's the holidays, and this is the time when families supposed to be together, family, friends, acquaintances. I mean, this is the time where it's supposed to be about loving on each other and giving and just being together. You know, this shit is nuts. So that's just my 2 cents, y'all, for the day. I'll probably chime back in a little later to show y'all some of my food, how it's turning out. But that's where I'm at. I'm finna try to eat me something. But yeah, that's kind of been weighing on me. It's just unfortunate because I gotta, I kind of been feeling a mile of a stupor, but it's just unfortunate. I thank God. I really do. I just thank God for my health, for my life. I thank God for my kids. I thank God for my grandkids. I'm just so looking forward to just seeing them and just loving on them because you just don't fucking know. You just don't never know. And man, it's just sad. And I'm not even trying to be a Debbie Downer today, y'all, but that's just where I'm at this week. I've been feeling like blah, happy and blah at the same time. So, it's just very unfortunate and it's very sad. And my heart just goes out. And it really do because it's not like now I'm playing, seeing her in my mind like, damn, I used to see this girl every day when I stayed there and when I was pulling up or hearing them, partying, pulling up like, hey, hype coming from the club. They stayed on 10. But like I said, they didn't bother nobody. She didn't bother nobody, and she did mind her business. She just partied. She just was loud. She was loud, like loud, like yelling, like wise. That type of loud. So she just was a lot. She was a loud person. She partied a lot, but she kept to herself, and she did mind her business. I'm saying, and she had a lot of company. She did. She had a lot of company. So it's just like I said, but they wasn't like they was rowdy or anything like that. She just had a lot of company. So it wasn't like it was like she just was just out there with it. She just had a lot of company. They was loud, just being loud, like hyped and stuff. And like I said, and she partied a lot. So it's just unfortunate. My heart really goes out to her family. It does. So oh, one other thing before I get off. Just trying to switch another note. Sorry, I done talked up a lot today, but I had a lot to say about that. I really want this to talk about that because it's just out of control. This domestic violence shit has got to stop. It's not ending well. It's not ending well at all. So on another note, I do go look at apartment 7 today at 2:00. So I'm excited about that. What I'm not excited about is how they just told me. So they said, oh yeah, you can go on back there, no problem. You can do a transfer. So now here's the kick in the ass. They told me I have to pay another first month's rent and security deposit. What? So you mean to tell me y'all just can't transfer my security deposit from here to there? So he says, unfortunately, you'll get your security deposit back from here when I move in. But they have to do a walkthrough to make sure they shit not fucked up. I'm like, okay, I'll say one thing about me, I don't tear people properties. Even if I left on a bitter note, I've never done any, I don't vandalize anything. I'm not an arsonist, I don't vandalize shit. So he said, well, I understand, ma'am, but he was like, you have to be moved. I said, well, can't y'all just come walk through now? Y'all come walk through now and see. And that way you can just transfer my shit and I can just pay my first month's rent and go ahead on and go back there. No, I have to be moved out first, then for them to do a walkthrough. So I have to pay a whole nother security deposit and first month's rent. Excuse me, even if I unfortunately hadn't lost my job, The holidays is approaching. The holidays are here. I don't have that kind of money just laying around. If I did, my bills will be paid up until January. If I had what I would need to go back there, my bills will be paid up until January. December will be already paid for bills, and gifts would already been brought with what I would need to go back there. Make it make sense. So they got a little sign out there in the yard. They advertising the damn place. So I said, you know what? Like I did this place, I had gave them half of the security deposit, and it was enough for them to hold it. So I feel like, okay, Lord, I do want to go back there because it is worth it. I'm not saying I'm going to stay back there forever because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm really not trying to even be around these parts for real too much longer. I really want to just buy my shit next time. But if not, I'm trying to do some other shit anyway. But I do want to slide back there because it's worth it. It's bigger and it's more private. And I'll see the indefinite of it today. So I'm really super excited about still looking at it. So, but when he hit me in the head with that one, I'm just like, wow, I don't have that kind of money just laying around. I just don't. So I'ma see, because I prayed about it and I asked the Lord to bless me financially so I can get back there if it's meant. But I really do want to slide back there, even if I can just put like what I did before, give you half. And that it might be enough to hold it, and then I just pay you in increments. If they'll let me do that, which they probably would, because then, I can just slide on back there. But yeah, that's some bullshit. So, and that shit just irritated me. I said, but you told me you were holding it for me. He was like, well, yeah, I did tell you I will hold it for you. He said, but I need to definitely move it there. I just can't hold the unit if another qualified tenant comes along, and which basically they have all the bread, they can slide back there. But that's not what you told me. You said you will hold it for me because you knew I wanted it. I've been inquiring about it for the last month or so. But that was just, to me, like a slap in the damn face. I keep looking off to the side because this, what across the hall just keep running in and out all both doors. Like, what is you doing, bro? Like, this is what I'm saying. Why I want to just get from, he been slamming doors all fucking night. The camera's been chiming because you going out this door, you slamming doors all fucking night long. Then I go in the basement. Then I go in the basement. Then I go in the basement to get some stuff off of, for the Christmas tree, my ornaments. He down there on the other side of the basement where my shit is, and other people upstairs stuff is. So why are you on this side of the basement drilling something? What are you even doing? Why are you on this side of the basement? You don't have, your shit shouldn't even be on this side of the basement. That's the shit I be talking about. Why are you even on our side of the basement? So him and some dude down there, some other guy was down there in the basement moving some stuff, and he was like, oh, this is my stuff right here. Why do you have stuff on our side of the basement? Why? So you got a reason you shouldn't even be on our side of the basement. That shit right there. I don't care. Let a light bulb come up missing on my shit. I know exactly where I'm going. For real. Because I still believe they stole my package. When we first moved, you remember I said my package came. I believe in my heart of hearts they took it. I know they did. Ever since our camera's been up, thank you Jesus, knock on wood, nothing came up missing. Ever since our camera's been up. In the back, the front, and our doorbell, nothing came up missing. Nothing. If anything, they've been setting the shit by the door. So I know they took it. I know they took it. Because that's what the fuck he be doing. Now, what is he doing? He been taking, I don't even know what the fuck he doing. But he been slamming doors all fucking night. This shit is in here is not the very insulated as well, that well. So when somebody's constantly slamming the back door, it rattles, like the windows kind of rattle. When you constantly slamming the front door, you feel the vibration as well. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. So, I'm getting off here, y'all. So, that's just my 2 cents. I will probably post my some of my sides when they're done. I'll post just to give y'all a sample of what everything going to look like. So you all have a blessed and safe and prosperous Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to drinking my eggnog because that's what I love to do. Yum, 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 yum. I'm going to give me some eggnog today. I'm going to start getting my eggnog on. Guess what I love, love, love to drink? Spiked, of course. So, and I will chime in. I'm wearing my Christmas shirt. This is one of my second favorite movies besides Home Alone. It's my ultimate favorite movie. Home Alone and then Home Alone 2, but mainly Home Alone 1. That's my favorite, best movie of all ever. And I can't wait till tomorrow so I can start watching it. And then, of course, this. This is my second favorite Christmas movie of all time. So, and then, of course, The Grinch, which I've already watched The Grinch like twice. So, both of them. I watched the cartoon and then I watched the Jim Carrey one. So, I've already watched The Grinch twice. All right, y'all. That's just my 2 cents. And like I said, you all have a blessed and safe, prosperous Thanksgiving. Be careful out there. You know, it's going to be a lot of drinking, a lot of partying this weekend. A lot of people was off. Today, their last day. The kids are getting out of school. So everybody be mindful, be safe. And, you know, the kids are going to be out of school today. People are going to be off that long weekend. And so everybody just please be responsible. Please be responsible and be careful out here. And have a blessed and safe and prosperous Thanksgiving. That's just my 2 cents. Peace.